Hello, welcome to issue 7 of Premae magazine. I'm Dr. Claire Anyamo-Sigwe, I'm the founder, and today we're here in St James's Park talking to our beautiful cover girl, Miss Kyla Fry.
Hello everybody.
Seem to be on a loo day.
On a loo day.
On a loo day.
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful. I'm going to come and sit right close to you. And I really wanted to get you on the cover because to me, obviously, we've known each other a lot longer than
many years.
Known my husband. So that was back in the day when we were both acting at Identity.
Yes.
And I know before that you've been in entertainment from a very young age.
Yes.
And I think your story, because when people look at you, I'm sure in many ways like me, they assume that you're a lot older than you are.
I say that. She turns 30 in a couple of months, but don't say
Oh, okay. But still, that's still very, very young for the things that you've been up to. So, talk to us about that journey. How did you start?
Okay.
Was it something that you had inside of you? Was it something that your parents sort of pushed onto you? How did that start?
I think it's just a very natural thing that occurred. My parents met at an audition, basically.
Wow.
And so I think if you look at it even from that standpoint, it was written in the stars. My parents met at an audition. My dad was in entertainment. He was part of a vocal male vocal quartet called the Southlanders from the Caribbean, and my mum, she dabbled in modelling and bits and pieces. So then there was me. so between between I guess watching Michael Jackson videos non-stop and Disney VHS tapes non-stop and sing-along songs and stuff, I think it all just kind of transpired that I was going to be a person who wanted to kind of change the world for the better, and doing so through love and song and performance. So
awesome. And so what was your kind of journey like growing up?
Yeah, I think I went to school, conventional school, but I was always involved in extracurricular activities. So whether it would be athletics, whether it would be singing, whether it would be dancing with Boy Blue, whether it would be modelling, whether it would be whatever it may be. It was a very full life, I'd say.
So you were performing in school, out of school, all around the clock.
Performance in sports was kind of like, and studies, of course. I had 12 GCSEs, 4 A levels, and so on. So, and then you went into uni as well. I did criminology and drama at university. So
that's quite an interesting mix.
Well, I'm an interesting person. But you decide. So I guess I have a thirst for learning more so than anything else. So I was always involved in as many things and as many activities that I could be. You meet great people by doing that as well. You have a very full life because you meet people from all walks of life, all backgrounds and stuff. So yeah, as I said, whether it be climbing trees or swimming or whatever it may be, there was always something that would, I guess, pique my interest.
Sure. And are you an only child?
No, I'm not. I have 2 sisters, Ashley and Georgia May. My sister's actually my chief bridesmaid, Ashley.
Nice.
So yeah, in a couple. Well, we get married next month. So
yes, you do.
Crazy,
Moving on to
crazy.
that important topic, obviously marriage and Marcus. There's a lot of M's.
Yeah.
And the cover's gonna say movies, modelling and marriage.
Oh,
yeah,
that's lovely. I like
and
that.
Marcus, the most important man obviously in your life. That relationship started when you were in high school, like secondary school or college?
We met at Identity.
Oh my God, okay. But you started ID when you was like 17, 18?
I was 17 going on 18.
Wow.
And I met him a year after being at the school.
Oh my God.
So yeah. It's we've got to thank you, Femi Yogans. Thank you for making dreams come true.
In all ways. On stage and off stage.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So yeah, it was a year after being at ID that Mark and I met, and and then that's it. I guess the rest is history.
The rest is history.
10 years now. Yeah,
and that's what I mean. It's like a decade, and it's the sort of stuff that people dream about. Meeting your first love at a young age. Those peaks and troughs of growing together from teenagehood to adulthood and seeing each other grow and still growing in the same direction clearly because you're tying the knot, which is amazing. And that's just a beautiful moment, isn't it, in life? And that preparation is as well.
It is.
How do you guys manage each other's schedules?
Well, I think it's a case of, as you say, having been together for so long, we've grown together, so we've grown to know how each other is in different circumstances. So it allows us to really, I think the best thing about us is that we're a team. You know, we're a team. We find balance in all things. You know, you give as good as you get, but you know, relationships is all about communication and compromise. And so as long as we're communicating effectively and understanding that because I love you, because you love me, and because we love ourselves, certain things need to transpire in order for us to move forward, you know, in accordance to the Almighty, then then let it be done. And so we do. And so I think that's pretty much it, really.
And I think, and just going back to your sort of career, were there any moments for both of you, or just even you yourself, where you felt like, is this right for me as a career? You know, entertainment, media, the arts. Because I know for a lot of us, people of colour in the UK, there are still a lot of challenges and gaps. So how has that sort of diversity topic been for you personally? Because I think we all have our own we grapple with it in different ways.
Absolutely.
What has that struggle been like for you?
Well, I think the struggle, being as you said, an actor of colour, being a woman of colour, and fighting for roles that weren't stereotypical, or the black best friend or the mixed race best friend, or whatever it may be, whether it be just the girlfriend or the love interest, or just the top, or whatever that is. I don't know how Instagram people talk about it, but the THOT, you guys tell me what it is. That. So whatever that kind of image is, you find it's linked to kind of old school ideologies of exotifying the black female form. And it's just like, when you think that we're so much more than just our lips and our hips and everything in between, you know, we're so much more than that. And our brains, our minds, our spirits we have so much to offer and so much to give, and we do. And so, and when it comes to kind of trying to find my place in myself and then my place within the industry, it's had its ups and its downs. I know for a fact, because the Lord God done told me, that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. However, that kind of transpires in this world, in this medium, I don't know, but I know that I'm not in it to quit it. I'm in it to win it. So I'm here. This is what I do. Do you know what I mean? So I started my own production company, Friday Entertainment, in 2012, to counteract the ideologies that we do see around us. And it's kind of crazy, because we're here in St James's Park and we've got live action, we've got some kids, and it's very youthful, and that's what I'm talking about, because being the change we want to see is the idea behind Friday Entertainment. It's about seeing these young boys who happen to be of colour in St James's Park just happy, frolicking, being joyful, not projected with some other person's ideas as to who they are or who they're supposed to be. So I feel that the only way in order for us to kind of change anything is to do it ourselves, and to, as I said, be that change. And so I think that's it. I am who I am. I can't change who I am. I can't change where I'm born and bred and come from. I can't change the DNA and my genealogy. I just have to accept that, and so does the rest of the world. And here we are.
And so, Friday Entertainment, what sort of things are you producing then? Because you're saying about the stereotypical. So then, what's your spin? What genres do you like? What would your dream roles be? What are you working on?
I love everything.
Okay.
Like, seriously, I mean, I have a lifestyle brand called I Love Love, and it's just because I genuinely love love, and I love life, and I love everything that life has to offer. So my first documentary that came from Friday Entertainment was called The Key. It featured your dear husband.
Yes, I think that was the first video I ever watched of him, so I could hear how he talked and looked. Because I googled him and YouTubed him before I met him, and that video came up, and I was like, oh my god, he knows Kyla. So how comes I've never? Because I was
a small world.
It's just like, how we never ever connected.
Yes.
Apologies. Keep going.
No, of course, and so
yes, The Key.
Yes, The Key. So that was a documentary that looked into how one makes it.
Right.
Within the entertainment industry. And so I spoke to various people, including your husband, Amel Amin, Jimmy Akimbola, Sandra Corti, just about their experiences, because more often than not we see the end result. We don't see the grind, we don't see the hustle, we don't see the despair and the desperation and everything else in between that it takes more often than not to get those odd gifted dream roles that you speak of. And so I think, in terms of dream roles, I'd love to just do everything and anything. Seriously, I would say I would call myself a fan actor. Because I'm a fan of acting and the arts
process
and the whole thing.
From rehearsing to the gut, that fire in the belly before you go on.
Everything
or
about
before
it.
they say, 3, 2, 1, action.
Whatever it is,
the whole thing. You love it.
So it's just, I love working with creative and openly spirited individuals, who want to make a difference not only in their lives but in the lives of everybody, just through their art, just through performance and just through storytelling and characterization. I get such a buzz of it because there's 7.2 billion people on Earth and growing, but so many more people have passed on to next realms and so on. So how many stories, how many wondrous stories. They're probably stories that we don't even know of that would be just such a godsend to perform or to be able to share with however many. So I'm sure the dream world's out there.
Yes,
it's got to be open to receiving it.
Amen. Lovely. And so just trying to think, with regards to, who would you say were some of the people that you look up to or that have sort of influenced or inspired your journey thus far? Well,
I think, as I mentioned before, the key is a prime example of every single person that I've kind of come across. And there's more that weren't able to appear in the documentary, but they're my peers. We spoke to even Ashley Walters at the Buff Press Day a couple of months ago now, and when you just think about his 25 years in the game, you're like, wow, 25 years crossing all manners of mediums and entertainment, and you just think like just the people that have been able to do it consistently and still be at it, I think about when I started at, Theatre Royal Stratford East, and I think about Joe Martin and Joe Melville and Tracy of Arak Moon, and we were doing Blaggers then, and there was Cat B of MTV Base, or Cat as you may know him, and it was just, I was 14, 15, and they had productions of Angie Lamar's Funny Black Women and Matthew Excalibur's Du Bois featuring, and it was and John Z. D's Aeroplane Man as well. There was I felt that it was at a time where I was, as I said, a coming of age, so to speak, and there was, and thankfully to Theatre Royal Stratford East, there was this buzzing, kind of very visceral energy that was just kind of transcending everything, and you had such a great group of creatives and talented writers and actors and performers and comedians, and it was just I think to grow up in that and be a part of that, and knowing that I'm born in the roots of all that is great here. I can absorb all of that. So I think everyone who I've been fortunate enough to work with so far, definitely. And then
you model as well.
Have done, yeah.
I remember going into Afro-Caribbean hair shops and seeing your beautiful face. Is it Stay Sappho?
Yes, it was.
The hair dye.
Yes,
so I know
it
there was a time when you were representing brands. Do you find that? I've got a friend who she's a stunning girl, a white actress called Kate, and I know for her she sometimes grapples with feeling like she's not taken seriously as an actress when she does do the modelling gig, so she kind of had to put that to bed. Has that ever been an issue for you?
No.
Okay.
No, because as individuals we are multifaceted. We are not just one thing because we do one thing. I'm an actor, I'm a model, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a world changer, I'm all one of those things, and whatever job requires me to bring out whatever skill I have in my back pocket, I'm there to do it. But provided it doesn't, go against my morals, my principles, and the Lord our God, then fine. I'm there to do it, because life is meant to be lived, and all these opportunities that are presented to us. And talk about presenting, me being fortunate enough to present the Buff Awards this year, the BT Buff Awards at BT Tower this year in September. And what am I now, a presenter? Yeah, if I've got it, I can do it. So it's one of those things that we're more than just what we say we are more than what other people say we are, and we can be anything we want to be at any given point.
Point blank, period. You heard it here. Because I feel the same. Like, for some people, they're like, you was in the arts, then you went into science and beauty, I'm like, yeah. And before that, I was an MC with my brethren at school. Like, you can't tell me who. Do you get me? Though? You can't tell me who I am.
No,
like, I am everything.
Exactly. I'm every woman. Go on.
Yes. Do you know what I mean? And so are you, clearly, which is brilliant. So, I'm just thinking as well. You know, that fluidity. Do you think that you would? Do you think that you would leave the industry?
Never.
Even if you became a parent at some stage? Do you want to have children?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. That would be lovely.
Of course. I think it's one of those things that you can have it all, but you can't have it all at the same time.
Right.
And you have to, as you say, make compromises. And this year, admittedly, I haven't gone as hard for my career as I would have done in previous years.
Sure.
Because I have made a choice to live the life that I want to live, and that means, as you say, investing time in myself, in my relationship and my future marriage, and, you know, preparing thyself for future children and whatever that means. So it's just one of those things we have to be kind of honest with ourselves as to what we want out of life, and then decide how we're going to go about getting it. And as I said, you can have it all, and I intend on doing so.
Intend to.
And so far, I think that's the reason why I am so comfortable right now, is because I have been able to star in Warner Brothers, Tom Cruise studio pictures. I have been able to star on kind of London stages. I have been able to present and being part of the biggest and bestest festival for diversity in the world. So there's so many wonderful things that I've been able to do, and I just cannot wait to share it with the next chapter, the extension of myself and my other half. So it's if I can't do as much as I hope to do, I hope they can.
Yes.
So
and it's about creating that foundation for them.
Absolutely. You know, we can't change the world. We can only create our own. And so I choose to create a world and merge with other wondrous worlds like yourselves and your husbands and just all the other amazing kind of filmmakers and the actors and the storytellers that we just happen to kind of come across, you know. So it's just I find what we do such an incredibly magical, alchemical, if that's even a word.
Creating new language.
Well, why not? You know, poetic license and all of that. We are who we are. So yeah, I find it such a wonderful thing, and so it just opens us up to so many other wondrous things.
Good. I mean, I loved all of your answers.
Thank you.
Health-wise.
Yes.
You're dairy-free, which is obviously of interest to our readers, because the magazine covers lifestyle so heavily, through me being a vegan, the whole gluten-free thing, the brand is free from. What was your health?
I had issues, digestion issues, for years. I also had issues with psoriasis, my skin, for years.
Wow.
This is like from childhood. But you know, for whatever reason, we're able to rationalise it or pass it off or whatever it may be.
I feel a little bit.
And then I was just like, this is just too much. I'm in chronic pain. Obviously, my skin's flaring up, and it got to a point where I'm just like, this is not good enough. So I've gone to the doctors. I was taking kind of steroid creams for years from the doctors. Wasn't doing anything to affect my skin. They were giving me all sorts of kind of peppermint capsule things or whatever it was. And they weren't helping my digestion. And I remember even speaking to my GP and asking them, is there any sort of allergy testing that we can do? Because nothing that you've given me works. And he said explicitly, no, there isn't.
Wow.
So I was like, so you guys want to hook me into paying £8 something a time on the NHS for something that doesn't do anything, but you're telling me it's supposed to help me suppress symptoms that you cannot clearly suppress nor find the cause or cure for. So whatever. I happen to be reading another black magazine for women, and I don't know if we're able to shed a light on it. I think it was Black Hair and Beauty magazine, and sure. This was probably back in 2011. Yes, April 2011. and I came across, they were talking about, oh, do you suffer from this or that, do you have these symptoms? And they said, well, you may be intolerant to certain food types. I was like, intolerant? Tell me more, because I love food. And so how on earth I'll be able to find out what? Exactly, because I eat everything. I love so finding out I was intolerant to cow's milk as a big one, peanuts, cashews, rye, ginger, was like, oh, okay. So I had to remove all of those from my diet for up to 3 months, because the enzymes, all the science technical stuff, Dr. Claire here will be able to fill you in with the rest, was obviously a big thing. I needed to clear out my system and reintroduce certain foods to figure out what was doing what. Cow's milk, massive one, just ruins my whole digestion, and when it comes to the rye that I find, and ginger, sometimes that can bring up my psoriasis. So taking those substances out of the foods that I eat and eating a little bit more cleaner, a little bit less processed and so on and so forth, means that I'm happier, I'm healthier, I'm free. I don't have to spend money on treatments or whatever, ointments or whatever capsules that are there or being told or being prescribed to by said doctors, not Dr. Claire, but on the NHS that I've encountered. So I'm able to live a better life because I'm living free from. So
wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. See, so it's like, I love that you picked up on how psoriasis can cause pain. People don't link that chronic pain to skin symptoms and to their diet, and you are living proof, as am I, that what you eat is what you become.
Absolutely,
and you do need to make those changes, those lifestyle changes to feel better and to not impact your performance in life and your mental health and your physical health, because it takes a toll on self-esteem and all different areas of your life. Obviously, you being a front-faced person that's on stage, on screen, on camera, having psoriasis is like the bane of your life. You don't want to be there itching and scratching backstage and feeling some type of way. You know, you just want to be free and be able to take on those roles that have been bestowed onto you. So that's really, really important. I'm just going to hit us. We've got like a few minutes left with some quick fire questions. So, Kyla, what makes you mad and what makes your heart sing?
What makes me mad? Injustice.
Injustice.
Can't stand that ish. Any small, big, personal, world.
Injustice.
How? Why? There's no need for it. We live. This world is full in abundance for everything, for everyone. So why?
No.
Mind you, man. And what makes my heart sing? People doing what they love.
Yes.
I love, but seeing people do what they love, whatever their talent or their joy is, and just when they go for it. You know, like I'm the type of person that I cry when serious people go on to X Factor. You know them serious ones?
Yeah.
Not the joke ones. Like, they're all, you're funny, let's go to ad break. No, I'm talking about the ones that, like they've been grinding, they've been grinding for years. And they've just, I'm just going to give it a go. I don't know what's going to happen, let me give it a go. And they just show us a little piece of their soul. And you think, oh my gosh, the world could have been missing out on this greatness right here.
Wow.
And that just sing, and my eyes water, everything.
Pet peeve.
Bad manners. There is no need for that. Common courtesy, just a little bit of human decency and compassion, kindness goes a long way. Service with a smile, all of that stuff. Just, there's no need. Good morning, hello, thank you, please. There's no. Wait.
Sure.
I don't know you people, man.
Hey! Favourite song?
So hard.
There must be so many, but which one just gets you either like tearful, or you and Marcus groove to, or it reminds you of something?
My favourite band of all time.
Okay.
My favourite band of all time.
Right, go on then.
Is Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay.
And their All in All album is possibly the best works of musical art you'll ever hear. Okay. So I'll go for the Brazilian rhyme interlude from the All in All album.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Wind and Fire. I think it's 1979. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna get that. Favorite movie?
Even.
Top three, quick.
All right. I love Jurassic Park.
Okay.
I do. This is good. Yeah. Jurassic Park. I love The Mask.
Yes, I love The Mask.
And the Disney Classics collection. because to choose one of those
Come
greats.
on, Snow White.
No. Okay, we're gonna. Okay. It could be Lion King, Pocahontas, Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Yes. That is childhood right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Self-love is really important.
Yes, indeed.
How do you take care of you?
I pray. I do yoga.
Nice.
I try to eat right, but I don't tell myself no. I eat what I want, provided it doesn't cause me no problem. So yeah, I love listening to music. I love being at home. I think, you know, like we spend so much time trying to create these lives for ourselves, but like, you know, we spend, you know, God willing, you know, 7 hours in bed each night in our home, in this space, in this haven that we created for ourselves. So I love spending time at home with looking out into my garden and just being one with myself.
That's lovely. And what does the future hold for Miss Kyla on a new day?
Yeah, that for starters. And anything and everything. I'm a believer in all things that are Him. So I know there's wondrous things at hand, and I'm just excited. I'm excited for all of it, whatever it may be. Just bring it at me. Come on, I'm ready.
Kyla, you've been an absolute joy to spend some time with today. Thank you so much for being our beautiful cover girl for issue 7. Read all about Kyla's works on the next page, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
Bye.